So far, we've looked at creation, we've looked at the fall and what this led to, with Noah, his family and the animals being saved in the ark, the flood which covered the whole earth, God's promise never to flood the earth in that way again. But we know that God is a God of many promises, wonderful promises that we can totally rely on, know they will always be kept. And this man called Abraham, who we'll be looking at today, Abraham and his descendants, the promises of God were so true for them. Throughout Abraham and his family, we see mistakes. They didn't always live perfect lives, but they could trust in the promises of God.
Abraham was God's special friend. God told Abraham and his wife Sarah to move to another country. God promised to do good things for them. Abraham obeyed God. He knew God would help him and he was not afraid.
Abraham and his nephew Lot lived near each other. They each owned many cows and sheep. There wasn't enough grass for all the animals to eat. Abraham told Lot, "We must live in different places." Because Lot was selfish, he chose the place with the most grass and water for himself.
Sarah and Abraham were sad. They didn't have any children. A long time ago, God had promised them a son. Finally, when they were very old, their baby Isaac was born. Then Abraham and Sarah were very happy.
Isaac grew up and married Rebekah. They had twin sons. When their sons Jacob grew up, he left home one day. He slept outside with his head on a rock. Jacob dreamed about angels going up and down steps from heaven. God said, "I will be with you and take care of you."
Jacob and his twin brother Esau played together as boys. When they grew up, Jacob played a mean trick on his brother. That's when Jacob had to move far away. Many years later, Jacob told Esau he wanted to be friends again. Esau ran to meet Jacob and they hugged each other.
Jacob had 12 sons. One was Joseph. Jacob loved Joseph so much that he gave him a special gift. It was a beautiful coat. Jacob's other sons wanted beautiful coats too. They became angry with Joseph and they were mean to him.
We can always find out more about the lives of the likes of Jacob and Joseph by looking through the Bible and seeing the way that God used them. There's just little snapshots of the lives of Abraham and his descendants there. Tomorrow we'll be moving on to look at the life of Moses, starting to look at the life of Moses and his experiences, how God used him in spite of his own flaws, in spite of all the difficulties around him. God still used him as well. Tomorrow we get the chance to see the first part of Moses, seeing God at work in amazing ways.